In this adventure, we're hiking Hell's Canyon and bringing along llamas to help us out. The Hell's Canyon flanks the Snake River and mostly follows the Oregon-Idaho state border. Where we're heading, it's well into Oregon and up in the highlands away from the river. The trailhead is an hour and 45-minute drive from any store, plus we're hiking in another 6 miles. Surprisingly, there are a few vehicles at the trailhead, but it's a huge area where we're hiking in, and don't expect to see many people once we're on the trail.
Eat your brain, girl.
It's May now, but due to the cool spring and snow levels, it was delayed from 1 month ago in April. With a full complement of 4 packing llamas, we have plenty of carrying capacity. There are actually 5 llamas, but the small white llama in the rear is only 1 year old. So it's only trail experience and no packing for her. The elevation range from 3,600 to about 5,500 feet. We have enough gear to stay for a week if we want. The situation will dictate how long we stay. A switchback trail and a gain of 1,800 feet over 3 miles kicks off the fun. The beautiful country and the nice weather helps distract from the effort. The llamas are doing well navigating recent washouts, creek crossings, and rocky, uneven trails.
The trick is now to keep her going slow so they can pick their path smoothly. It's quite the washout.
Reaching the high summit pass, we're greeted with panoramic vistas of snow-covered peaks and deep canyons.
Goes down the canyon. And it's like 9 miles to the river.
Yeah.
It's a long way. In fact, I think the river is not there. It's over there, I think.
Yeah.
But there's another trail that stays up high right around this corner and just goes along the canyon. That's what our goal is, to get on that trail.
Okay.
And then see where it takes us.
Yeah. Now it's down the other side to locate a place for camp. A small snow patch. The llamas are not so sure what to make of it. The winding trail visible far in the valley below sets expectations. We see llamas but no people at this camp when we pass through. A relatively flat, grassy spot with incredible views in all directions ends up being a perfect camp location. Right from camp, we spot a large herd of elk off in a grass clearing. Going for water. When heading into a new backcountry area, water accessibility is always a concern. But due to the time of year, there are many creeks. We only need to go about a quarter mile for water. One llama with buckets is enough for an entire stay. After setting up camp, we go out exploring. As we sit on a high slope glassing a hillside, elk crest over a draw. They look frail and weary. Hopefully it's only from a tough winter and not from disease. They unknowingly work closer and closer to where we're sitting. Sitting still but in the open and clearly visible doesn't alert them. As they come across a creek and start heading up our slope, they get some sense that something isn't right. They make a half-hearted retreat. Most likely the lead elk got sight or smell of us. On the next day, we decide to make it even further up the trail from camp. Another large elk herd on a distant clearing a few ridges over. A howl alerts us to a wolf nearby. It makes an appearance, crossing in a clearing below. Scoping a rugged canyon wall, we spot a bear in a small green clearing. It's really far away, an estimated 1 mile from our initial location.
Yeah.
So, these 1800 take 600, get to that ridge, he's still 12. That's still too far. Well, why don't we start walking this way? We'll go around into that point.
Okay.
While we can still see that green patch, we'll keep looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
Good looking bear.
Yeah, it looks.
To get closer, we drop down in a draw and up a very steep hillside. We temporarily lose sight of the clearing and bear as we make our way. After reaching an open view of the clearing, the bear is no longer there. For the next 5 hours, scanning and glassing the hillside doesn't result in a bear showing. However, the views are spectacular. Occasional storms roll through on distant hillsides until a big thunderstorm passes directly over. The temperature drops. Wind and rain have us futilely huddling under a tree. We resort to using hand warmer packs to break the chill. This and the impending darkness of night is a signal to head back to camp. Getting back down the other side of the rocky ledge was even more steep than climbing up.
Just climb down that.
On our way back, a bear crosses the path 50 yards in front of us. It hastily heads up a creek and the surrounding brush and disappears. Even with so much open space, bears can disappear quickly.
You keep watching right here. Can you yell at me if you see him come up?
Okay.
And then you're going to walk up that way and look if he's sprinting up the hill.
Okay.
On arriving at camp, we discover 4 of the 5 llamas have broken from the tethering line. Fortunately, we find them quickly, one ridgeline over from camp. Darkness falls and the rain starts right as we get them back to camp.
Okay.
With broken ropes and with the forecast of mostly rain for the next day, we decide to pack out in the morning. Before the hike out, it's worth it to check out the creek where we spotted the bear last evening. no signs of bear found. The hike out involves many switchback trails again, even steeper in this direction.
Downhill, which is actually harder on llamas than uphill,
Yeah.
but it's easier on me. Oh, I feel better already.
Yeah.
By the time we make it halfway, the drizzling rain turns into full-fledged rain. Soaking trails and a muddy mess, it's back to the trailhead parking to complete another outback adventure.